they gave me a budget of like nothing, and they wanted me to do a day in the life of an unemployed geezer part two. Of course, you can't replicate that because that came creatively. You can't force creativity because then you end up with something that looks like ass.
I'm a sober, productive member of society.
It's showtime, folks.
Încerca să mă vânăți, dar nu reușiți. Am ajuns mult prea departe ca să mă opriți. Urmăriți-mă de drept și prin satelit. Cu toată tehnologia tot vom fraieri.
The way I started creating was following the practice of intuitive filmmaking. I don't see it made anymore, which is sad. I feel like it stands at the basis of filmmaking. This is how filmmaking started. For me, it was always about the soul. Now everything is done with a big crew, which is fine. I always found trouble with that, not because I'm a disorganized person, but because I enjoy intuitive filmmaking. It feels like the rawest form. You go back to the past. When you go back to early film, I'm talking like Bellic, pre-Bellic, you can tell that they didn't really follow a script. They didn't even make a script. They were basically filming whatever scenes came to mind and making them up as they went. We have here from my collection Le Vampire, which was done unscripted, classic French shenanigans genre. So this is from Criterion. We have here Top Gear. This is season 15. This is the one where they drive into a volcano. It comes in a collection of 3, but the other 2 are shit. And that's because they used up all of their crazy stunts for the first one. In the other ones, they're driving through Italy. Obviously not on the same level. It's also because how many of these stupid things can you even think of? You can't just bam, bam, bam. Heidelberg was my volcano. I think that it was the perfect movie for my repertoire. You can't replicate it in the same genre. Following my brother was trying to copy that volcano. But when I watch Heidelberg, it triggers a deep loneliness. It was holding back.
It's, yeah. Are we done? Are we over?
The critical response was fine. I have nothing to complain about. It was okay, but it was lacking. It was unexciting. You lose that creative spark. You start doing something and then you realize, God, it doesn't move you. It comes from a place of hate. That was the reason why following my brother didn't work for me. It was created with hate. It's like making food, you know, you can make food from a place of hate. I wouldn't No, no. Calling it drama on set, I feel like it's very. It's not drama. It's me, and like the fact that I got caught in the moment. I said some really regretful, terrible things. Coming up in the industry, they used to hit us with sticks. Well, you can't say that. What you did was shit. Just because other people did worse things to you does not excuse your behavior. It's still not okay the way I acted. No, I wouldn't say it was drama. And, no, it was me being verbally abusive to people. It was me using my position of power to put people in their places.
I had other stuff going on, and I thought it was okay to take it out on other people, but it's not. Of course, it's not.
When I was young, they used to do these like classics. Oh, you're fine. You're good. You're fine. Are you okay? Oh, I'm so sorry. He drank a little bit too much. It was not okay for him to say those things he said, but things like that happen. Like, this is how you come up. You have a 70-year-old man who needs to retire soon because he's losing cognition. Try to humiliate a 17-year-old with anxiety who never spoke a word to him. When you're in the forest with your boyfriend and he fucks you, are you on your phone? When he's trying to take off your underwear, are you texting? When you're having sex in the foliage, are you playing on your phone? One then excuses these means to have a good result. But let's be honest, their movie never got anywhere. It turned out ass, ass, ass. They were saying they were supposed to go to Cannes. I'm sorry. There's not enough letters in the alphabet to describe how Z-less this movie was. I usually just ignore it. I choose to take the high ground, but you then internalize it and you have situations like the unfortunate one on set, and it's a fuck ass industry. And if you want to be in this fuck ass industry, you're gonna have people from above say really disgusting stuff about you in front of the entire crew. If you want to be in this industry, you just have to. It is what it is. And for me, this independence that intuitive filmmaking has, it separates you. And of course, you then are the director. You can easily fire someone if they breathe in your direction. You're in the position of power. You're in the position to be the abuser. Of course, what I what I said was not even close to what was said to me. Even having such an outburst is not okay. This interview documentary thing, what I hope to achieve with it is an end. I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to start doing something else. Really, when I would stop doing something, I would go out with a bang, but now I want to give it like a requiem. Just like bury it nicely. Give it some sort of funeral. Respect. At some point, you just end up hating yourself. You make stuff without a heart, and you realize you have to leave space for other people to tell their own stories because you're finished. You have told your story, you said what you had to say. You're oversaturating a market for pride, basically. The thing is, it needs to be addressed because then you're normalizing it. Yeah, I do feel like an awful person after that, of course. Perpetuating what I promised to destroy, it's not a fun feeling, but it's worth what you. Cruelty feels the best. Cruelty is probably one of the best feelings. Cruelty from a place of power. It's fun to shit onto the little one. You feel vindicated, but you're not vindicated. It's just, it's so stupid. The way it works is so stupid. And I have apologized to everybody. And, like, I'm not trying to make this to make myself out as a good person. I'm not. I'm trying to publicly shame the behavior. Yeah. It's really not okay. Really not. Are we done? Yeah.